CO 11004CT74. For the record, who's here on behalf of who?
David Servant for the plaintiff.
Okay.
Stephen Tyler on behalf of the defendant here.
And
Jessica on behalf of the defendant.
okay, and we're here for a pretrial. Final pretrial. When is set for trial in this thing? August 18th? Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Have we got motion? Do we have motions in limine pending?
We do, Your Honor. We have two by the defendant. I don't think the plaintiff's filed one.
Okay. Do you have any objections to the motion?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
There's a supplemental one today, too.
Yeah, they don't. For sure don't.
You have it yet? Here.
You want to try to argue that later? It's all right with the court.
Sure. Okay.
Complain about first round testimony. Your Honor, I'm happy to argue those later. I think most of them are pretty standard stuff.
Right.
There's probably a couple we're going to argue about.
Okay. You can reserve them before trial or we pick them up. All right. Okay.
There is a pre-trial order that we've signed.
Right. I've got it. Said everybody submitted their instructions, proposed instructions.
Yes, Your Honor. We have a set of instructions that the parties have agreed to, and each party has tendered a limited number of additional instructions. There's also an agreed preliminary instruction that was tendered.
Okay. So we're not anywhere going to settle this. Submit now?
Yeah, I don't know that that's out of the question, but there hasn't been any movement by the carrier at this point.
Okay. What happened in the panel?
The panel, the first time this ever happened to me, the panel said there's an issue of fact.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of a unique case, too, Judge, because it's not only a medical malpractice case, but it's a premises liability case. The long and short of it, in a nutshell, is my client was in physical therapy at the defendant's physical therapy. She was walking a track. She tripped and fell. Her allegation is she was alone, shouldn't have been. That's where the medical malpractice issue comes in. But she fell on a rug that was on the track. Is what she contends. They, of course, contend that she fell on her own. But that's the premises liability part of the case. So it really is going to be a complicated case for a jury to be assuming.
Have you heard of, there's another issue too, Your Honor. This case was originally reserved for 3 days trial time. We've been talking about it. I don't think there's any way it gets in 3 days.
Okay.
We could possibly do it in 4 days. I think there's some possibility if we have trouble picking a jury for any reason, we could spill over into a 5th day. I think that's less likely, but I think we're going to use the better part of 4 days, and I think Mr. Servant agrees with that.
Well, I think we have them. Don't we, Paul?
We do, Judge. The next day is available.
How about the day after?
That I did not check. They didn't mention it.
I'm sure we could spill over, I'm sure. If they do have anything said, it's probably something real short that we could take a break to handle and keep going.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, Friday would be as well as
Right.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
Yeah, start later or earlier or whatever. All right. All right, we'll give you, we'll put it for 4 days. If we run over, we run over. We'll just have to deal with it. So we have pending motions. Is the motion eliminates pending? That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. How many witnesses do we anticipate for the plaintiff?
I haven't exactly figured it out, Your Honor. I listened a lot, of course, that was just to be on the safe side, but I would say realistically, I probably believe it has 6.
And the defendant?
I would say we would have no more than that, and some of our witnesses probably...
Be the same?
Will be, yeah, I'm sure they'll be the same. We may be able to get them in this case.
Sure. Exhibits?
Yeah, we are working on a joint jury book.
Okay.
So I think there might be 1 or 2 exceptions, but I think for the most part we're going to stipulate what the exhibits are.
I mean, now we do have this system here where you can put them on a disc, Paul.
Yes, Judge. I showed them the Elmo.
Did you show them? Okay. So, we may not need to prepare 7 jurors, 1 alternate.
Yeah.
So you may need to just prepare 1 book for the jurors, Paul. Is that what we think? We would probably need 1 book for the jurors, 1 for each of you, of course, and 1 for the court.
Okay.
And then the rest, any exhibits, instead of having a jury going through the book, find exhibit, you can put it up on the screen. You just put it on a disc and refer to it.
Okay.
Okay? So, but if you want to prepare the books,
I don't.
Well, I'll end up doing it anyway. I think before we make that decision, we want to see how much stuff is
yeah, why don't you see what you have, and, if they're not a lot, then...
Well, the medical, what the condition was beforehand and what happened to her afterwards, that stuff really isn't disputed. This is really all about what she was supposed to be doing versus what she was doing at the time of the accident. That's what this case is really about. So,
Okay.
I don't think there are going to be a lot of things that they're going to be flipping back and forth through anyway.
All right. So there's not a lot of medical isn't really disputed that much?
No, she fell, she broke her hip. We don't dispute that she broke her hip.
Okay.
She had it surgically repaired. We don't dispute that. Nobody's disputing what her condition is like. This caused her to need therapy in the first place. So this is really about what she was supposed to be doing at the time she fell.
Will there be a lot of diagrams and
There's some pictures.
Pictures.
Some pictures. But other than that, I don't think there's a diagram.
We've got I think a floor plan that shows the track. We may put that in evidence just so the jury gets an idea what the floor plan looks like.
There'll be a deposition of a witness that's already been taken that I'm going to read. And then the doctor's death is set in a couple of weeks.
is it video or?
I don't know if I'm going to videotape it or not. Probably will.
Because we have that's what this system is. Stick it in there. The jury can view it right on there. Each of you can view it on your screen.
Okay, it goes in through this.
Right.
It goes in through his laptop, Judge.
And through-
If he would bring his
Yeah, bring your laptop that you would, and you can hook it into the system.
We expect we may have one very short deposition of videotape of the panel.
Okay, you can do the same with your laptop. All right. Okay, we got instructions and verdict forms. Okay, Vodar, I think you've been in trial with me before.
I think I had your first trial here.
First or second.
Yeah, it was really, I don't know, 30 minutes?
Well, Verdell, I let you both conduct it. I don't interfere too much, as long as you do it in a reasonable time and keep it moving. One alternate will seat 7, and at the end we'll draw one out of the hat, the number. That'll be the alternate.
Unless we
Sure.
agree.
Unless you agree.
Okay.
Please look at the alternate delivery if you want.
Yeah, you can do agree to that later.
Especially if it's coming out of a hat anyway.
Yeah.
Let the person who, tell you what.
Okay.
That's really not fair if you sit through 5 days.
Yeah, they do usually like to deliberate after they've been listening. Opening and closing? How much time?
Maybe 15 minutes to open and closing on 40 minutes.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Okay. All right. Usually commence at 9 a.m., take a break in the morning, a break for lunch, and I try to wrap it up by 4:30. Okay, we have audio, visual, any stuff. If you have anything particular you want to set up, you can come in the Friday before and set up
Yeah,
earlier that
I
morning.
think with this, there's probably nothing.
Probably not much, just bring in your laptop, you can probably do it in the morning.
Yeah. Let me come over and test it. Friday.
Right. Okay, anything else?
That's it, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you on the 18th.
If the case does resolve, Your Honor, what is the latest that you need to know before we can assess the cost?
I don't think I've assessed anybody with any cost yet. You know, I mean, the juries are here,
Okay.
so
I appreciate
just let me
that. Not
know.
all the judges are like that.
Let me know as soon as you can, as soon as you can settle it.
We'll let you know as soon as it happens, Judge.